Hello, my name is Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. I bet 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, yep, it's been a few weeks since my last live vlog. Changed it around slightly as well. I'm feeling, like I say, just wanted a bit of a change, freshen it up a bit slightly. It might look like it might be the same in a way sometimes, but I'm trying to change things around, trying to probably reach out to more people. Hope everyone's had a great Christmas and a fantastic New Year, and hope everything's going well. Hope your lives have gone well. Hope you got everything you wanted off the big man, and yeah, just hope everything's chilled if you want, if you know what I mean. Hi Mike, hope you're doing well. Like I say, I am slightly changing the format of these now. I am going to try and do 45 minutes tonight, but I'm going to have like an overall theme each time I do a live vlog. The live vlogs are only going to happen once a month now, so hi Owen, yep, thank you very much. Yeah, it's getting there, mate. But the theme now for me is just to do them once a month live and do 1 or 2 pre-records each month. Gives me a bit more time, and it probably helps me as well, so to speak. And I think doing them once a month is more beneficial live. And obviously my DMs are open on Twitter and on Facebook Messenger as well, so if anyone wanted to contact me, just Google Facebook my name or go on YouTube at BaronMad79. I do enjoy doing the live vlogs, but I do get the feeling that sometimes it can be quite repetitive and quite hard to do, if you know what I mean. So here we are. But for tonight, this is my very first vlog, so the first Sunday of every month the vlogs will be live. It'll be around a theme. Tonight's theme is responsibility. It is quite a broad kind of subject, obviously. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about any kind of responsibility, albeit myself, operators, banking, educators, anything like that at all. So if you've got any bit of discussion, bit of debate going on what you believe in the live comments, feel free to talk about it, and I would like to have a bit of a discussion about it. And then probably the second half of my vlog, I'll talk about how I've been, what I've been up to, and how my life is really. So the theme today, responsibility. For me, I think the most important thing regarding responsibility is to learn to take it. You know me, I've gone through the GA route, as others who've gone through very many different routes over time. We can have all these fantastic barriers in place, all these kind of ideas, what we can do to help people who may be struggling with gambling. But the one person who has decided to gamble and who is struggling is the one person who can decide to stop and try and stop, and that's ourselves. I think we do seem to forget that at times, especially in discussions we've had over the last 12 months, 18 months or so. But it is what it is. We are where we are, and there's fair points all round. Could industry do more? Perhaps so, yes. Is it hard? You got to understand it is quite hard to probably spot everybody who may be struggling with gambling, because I think the money is immaterial to me. I think for me it's more about time, and time is a bit of a killer really, so to speak, and it's really hard. And I think it may be for me it's difficult to see how much time you are taking away, if you know what I mean. As you say, Carl, yeah, first and foremost, it's an individual to stop, and that is a certain point. Yeah, no worries. Hi, Carl. For those tuning in, Andy's discussion around perspective from personal aspect. Yeah, exactly, Owen. Thank you very much for your help there. So, yeah, really, it's quite a positive kind of thing, really, and for me to discuss about responsibility. Obviously, I've got my own personal responsibility. Maybe broaden it out a bit more apart from the operators and themselves. Can banking get involved? Companies that probably lend money and stuff like that, can they get involved and see if there's any potential problems, any potential risks there for a problem gambler? I mean, there is some banks now really are starting to show influence in trying to block gambling transactions and trying to help a person who may be struggling, who may request to stop gambling transactions on their accounts. And we all know about Starling and Monzo, who are doing wonders trying to do this, and in particularly Monzo, who actually have aftercare as well and have cooling off periods. We've seen the big guns starting to take shape as well now, like Barclays and also Lloyd's as well. And it really is quite a good thing, really. I think banking will probably get involved in the next 6 to 12 months a lot more. Be a lot more companies, banking companies, who will probably take the technology on, move it to another level, and help with blocking online any transactions revolve around gambling. And obviously the cash element's still there, don't get me wrong, but especially with that card transactions, I think the next point will be around about credit card gambling and the responsibilities there. Do we really need to borrow money to gamble? Is it really a viable kind of thing? Credit card gambling is very, like I say, most people. I'm talking about my own personal responsibility here. I did 4 credit cards, and it was really difficult for I just carried on and carried on and carried on, and it was really good, really bad for me. Responsibility, sorry, Carl. Responsibility is simple. One to me. Self first. Banking is as big a problem as the operators. Doesn't take it. Self it bank. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as you see, I'm looking around like the gambling operators now, and I've been around a few now, and they have got some like teams involved now where they try and get there's teams out there now who revolve around responsible gambling, and I've seen what the pressures and the things that they're trying to do. A lot of companies are trying to do things about it, trying to like take their own responsibilities as well, and trying to stop people at the point who maybe they think are red flagging on their system, so to speak. And it is a difficult kind of situation for them, and it really is a massive broad subject. And I think over the next year or so it's going to get even broader, it's going to get even bigger with regards to responsibility, especially around operators. I do believe banking's going to get involved a lot more as well. Yeah, it's the catching up element, I suppose. Especially like regulations relaxed in 2005 under the Labour government. It changed quite rapidly, and I think the breakneck speed of how accessible gambling was, I think we're probably, for me personally, I'd say the industry's a good few years behind, trying to get their act together, so to speak. I do think, like, the awareness campaigns of like the fixed odds betting terminals and stuff has probably pushed on the agenda somewhat, and I think the gambling industry is starting to be proactive, especially regards, like we say, we saw this before Christmas regarding adverts, where they were on about banning adverts during live sporting events, which is only a good thing really for me. I think that's a no-brainer. Personally, for me, for responsibility key, credit card gambling for me, if that could be done away, that's another important step. Don't get me wrong though, we've got to keep going back to our own personal responsibility, our own self basically. We need to understand that we're the only ones that can stop ourselves from gambling. We have to try and find that help, try and get that help, and hopefully be more accessible help. I've read about it today over the last couple of days around the government looking to open up more gambling treatment centres, basically. Obviously, there's one down south and one in Leeds. Hopefully, there'll be more to come, and I'd love to see it be a public health issue. But as I say, with regards, you look at like alcohol, people who are alcoholics. I read a good thing today. It's the Bootstrap cook, Jack, and she's. Hi Jaffa, hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're having a good holiday. But Jack, she 10 days ago, she's written in The Guardian over the weekend about her being an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, and she's 10 days in, so it's very early doors and stuff, but she's taking responsibility. She doesn't blame the alcohol for what she's done or anything like that, and she's trying to reach out, and obviously she's a very popular person to many people, and hopefully it can inspire other people to stop who think they may be struggling. It is hard out there. I mean, we see things about gambling and affordability checks and things and all that lot. But we can have so many barriers in place. Hi, Gary. Cheers, Dad. Yeah, cheeky sod. But yeah, we keep it going and we keep fighting, so to speak. And it's, like I say, with alcoholism, heroin addiction, drug addiction and stuff and all that, no one makes a start. Not one person makes a start. We're the only ones who can make ourselves stop. And that's key to the responsibility, key to our actions, what we've done and how bad we've been. And we need to realise that that's us. It's a fabric of us. A fabric of me is to learn to take responsibility, and to think I'm 11 3/4 years in now without a bet, well over 4,200 days without a bet. I think I've nailed it pretty much. And a lot of people say you must be cured and stuff and all that, and I don't mind people saying that, because there's people who are 99 who will say they're cured or know they'll never gamble again and things like that. That's fine. I totally get that. And people probably question why I say I'm a compulsive gambler and not a former compulsive gambler or things like that. I just want to keep making sure I can never say never. You can never say never in life to anything. And that's another kind of thing, being responsible, really. But no worries, Jaffa. Take care, mate. But like I say, you need to realise as well, from operator view as well, that they need to look at us, keep talking to us, people with lived in experience, chip away at my brain, chip away at others, keep asking the questions. It's a bit like I heard a film on yesterday. I know it sounds like it's a bit out there, but it was Catch Me If You Can. The guy who was doing like all the actual being pretending to be a plane on a pilot, being a doctor and stuff and all that, doing fake checks and stuff. And then obviously he got caught, and then he's ended up helping the FBI, kind of thing. As someone with lived in experience, I like to think I want to try and do the same with what I did and stuff and all that lot. And it's that kind of mentality, really, for me, personally. Hi, Chris. Hope you're doing well, mate. And nice to see you again soon, hopefully. Nice to talk to you on Twitter as well. So, obviously, like I say, feel free to follow me at Barramad79 on Twitter. Obviously, you can talk to me through Messenger on Facebook as well. And, yeah, really good. Anybody else got any ideas regarding responsibility? Be it their own, be it operators, be it educators, be it anyone from health professionals and stuff and all that. Like, what more do you want to see with regard to responsibility, really? I left it broad, and I didn't want to just say about my own, really, because there is some people probably think I'm probably wrong with that. So be it. That's me, basically. Hi, Darren. Hope you're doing well. So feel free to get the discussion going, guys, and I'll chip in when I can, and it'd be nice to see you all, if you know what I mean. I don't think I was ready to stop Tweel. Basically, I wasn't ready to stop, and that's it for me. I think you'll probably find most compulsive gamblers would say that, or people who are struggling with gambling. You need to come to terms that you need to stop and you need to get help and stuff like that. I thought I could do it on my own from January 2007. No, I couldn't. And obviously when it all come out, that's when I realised I needed to lift myself back up and get myself better and make myself a happier man and live life again, so to speak. And that's what I had to do, really. Hi, Chris. Yeah, okay. So take responsibility and query. I think betting companies should be held accountable for not doing any affordability checks. I think you'll probably see a lot of change in the next 12 months, Chris, and hopefully we might see more dialogue between people who lived in experience and the companies as well. Tom, how do you think we can help others take responsibility earlier? All I can do is share my story, and hopefully others do the same as well. I can't tell people what to do. I know a lot of people probably roll their eyes at that and stuff, but it's true. It's hard to... I can't just tell people, oh, just stop gambling, don't do it. That's probably the worst kind of thing. It's probably the most naive kind of thing to say, really. All we can do is probably just guide them to signposts, show what you did in your recoveries, get them to probably watch myself or read so many stories out there and things and all that lot, and that'll be a good thing, really. Better education around it as well, obviously. Hi Carl, I think start front, but I'm ready to start. You can see folks and Jay coming and just know they're not ready. If you're not ready to start, take responsibility, you're likely to fail. Yeah, I totally agree with a lot of that, Carl. Obviously, I've seen people go in and out of GA, if you know what I mean. Okay, Darren, yep. You can give your lived-in experience there to your children. Obviously, I've given to my 2 boys so far, if you know what I mean. As you say, Chris, it always took responsibility for recovery. Unfortunately, I weren't ready. It took another 11 years and seconds. And this is what can get to you, suicide. And we talk about suicide a lot with gambling addiction. It's quite a big, it's a massive killer in men under 45 in the UK. It's very much a silent addiction. It's very much the carnage we cause after and stuff and all that. And we've got to take responsibility of our lives after that. And it is there really, and it can be so problematic for people's lives. You imagine not telling anybody about anything. And about your addiction, no one knows. I mean, my wife didn't know about it, and only by probably opening up and telling her everything, and it helped me being honest and helped me to regain the biggest thing I lost, which was trust and my honesty. And I think that comes with your responsibility as well on a personal level. Obviously, I've been stopped a long time, so like responsible gambling procedures have changed probably a hell of a lot in the last decade or so, and you see it on Twitter and stuff, and a lot of people just pipe up all their bets and things and all that lot. But it's you see like the gambling operators on there as well. In particular, one who they got tagged in about stuff, if you know what I mean, and they kind of blocked somebody straight away because they feared that he was going to gamble because he didn't have a lot of money on him or whatever. And it's getting there slowly but surely, as probably people have said. I think they're a few years behind, but they will be catching up, and hopefully they'll be catching up a lot broader and a lot quicker. Hi Andy, hope you're doing well. Yeah, just to mention, Steve Gerling, who's usually on here, he's obviously he was in trouble for what he did and stole a lot of money, etc. He had his sentencing this week, and he actually has gone to prison. He's got 4 years. Hopefully he will reflect in prison, and hopefully his recovery carries on, and hopefully he be okay. And I have met him once briefly, and I just hope we'll see him in recovery. And as soon as I get to speak to him, it'd be great too. I Owen, your anger and blame puts up a roadblock when we were talking about we do definitely need to get beyond the anger and blame, and exactly, totally agree with that. And obviously I've seen a lot of people who have messaged me privately, who are very angry, very upset with themselves, and then disappear, then come back a few months later, who are then in a worse state. And take that anger out, take the bitterness out, and then you can start to see hope. There is help. There is hope out there. There is nice, good people who try and give you a hand up, but you've got to accept it. You've got to accept that responsibility. It is never too late. Yeah, as you say, Chris. Excellent discussion there, boys. Brilliant. What I'm going to do now, obviously I've gone virtually halfway through on responsibility. I'm going to keep it as an underlying theme as well, so pretend we're listening and working, put things in place. They've then discussed for template. Banks. Okay, yeah. I mean, for me, I worked in banking very early on when I was about 20, 21. I worked for Egg Credit Card, and I know for a fact the actual technology was there back then as well. Because you have like codes for like gambling transactions to be like food shopping, etc., clothes shoppings and stuff like that. And there was a code for gambling, so you can pinpoint when someone's gambling on a credit card or a debit card or whatever. It is a simple thing to do, simple tool, if you know what I mean. Hopefully I didn't lend you much. Basically, Egg was based where I live in Derby, just up the road from where I live now on Pride Park. So yeah, with I say with regards banking, hopefully it's a step in the right direction. A couple of the big ones come. Hopefully it'll follow suit now then as well. That'll be quite a good thing. As you say, Carl, as well, gambling operators are showing signs, and there is some who are really getting there, really getting to grips with it, and it certainly can be a really good thing as well, so to speak. Yeah, come in. You're all right. So my wife's just come in to get her shoes on. She nipped to the shop. Yeah, first, or second, or third time when I wanted to stop it is when it is possible. Exactly, Darren. It's something just clicks. It's like a light bulb moment. Like I say, for me, it was me when I smashed up my PC with my hammer. That was a light bulb moment for me. And cheers, Erin. And that's what enabled me to be better, and enabled me to start recovering. And even though I didn't go to GA for 6 weeks and never told anybody, and the pressure started to really mount, it got there, so to speak, and I felt really happy with my life, and it got there, mate, if you know what I mean. Hi, Harry. Good stuff. Hope you're doing well, Harry, mate. Great to see your tweet went viral as well about your recovery when you get 100 days. No worries, Tom, I will do. Tom says hi. Bet.
Hi.
Yeah. It was great to see your tweet, Harry, and how well you're recovering, and it's brilliant, especially for a young guy like yourself as well. Can be quite inspirational to many other young lads and lasses as well, so great stuff. How you doing, Mark? Tom says he loves you. You know which Tom it is as well, don't you?
No.
Yeah, thought so. Okay then, no worries. What I'm going to do now is talk about how my Christmas and New Year's been. It's been really good, really positive. Obviously it's my daughter Lucy's 6th birthday on Christmas Day, so Christmas Eve we had a nice little party for her, bit of a family one, then a bit of a takeaway and stuff and all that lot, and it was really good, and I really enjoyed having a great time with my family and stuff. Boxing Day went down south to see family, and I was working a couple of days in between Christmas. Unfortunately, between Christmas and New Year, work's really dried up now, so I've been scrambling around looking for some temporary work before I assess my options in the next 6 months or so. So I'm got back doing some more warehousing work from tomorrow. Hopefully I'll find out what time I'm going and for inductions and stuff, but I should be going back hopefully part-time, or if I get offered a full-time job again back at Coonargle mid-February. But obviously my options are open. I think people might have seen myself on Twitter and on my LinkedIn as well, that I put all my skills up and stuff and all that lot, and what kind of work I would like to do personally. I think quite a lot of people know what I would love to do, but we'll see what happens, see where the mood takes us. I'm quite happy to do anything. I'm a guy who quite happily pick up a shovel and shovel shit for 8 hours as long as I got paid. But that's just me. It's kind of the fabric of me, so to speak. So I'm hard working as well. So, but I'll continue to do vlogs. I will be pre-recording the next 1 or 2. Then obviously every first Sunday in the month I will do a live one just like this regarding round a theme. But yeah, this week I am with YGAM. Thursday, Friday. It's a gambling education, harm minimisation charity, and going over to Belfast Thursday and Friday. Have a few meetings with some people with regard to gambling addiction stuff and all that lot. Don't know 100% the details about it all, but I'll be over there sharing my story, sharing my lived-in experience, hoping people may relate and pick my brain, so to speak. It'll be a bit similar to when I go with YGAM in Gibraltar and stuff as well, so hopefully it'll be a productive 2 days for me out there, and it'll be good to chill out and sit down and do these things. Obviously that's where my passion really lies, doing some sort of gambling education or counselling, so to speak, or anything like that really, so it'll be really good. As I say, I've been pretty chilled out, pretty good. Got my fitness really going now. My sciatica's pretty much cleared up. I'm not properly running yet, but I've been hitting the gym 2-3 times a week, and doing quite a lot of treadmill work, but doing a lot of uphill, so I'm doing like 40-45 minutes uphill on massive steep climbs and stuff, doing rowing machine as well, just keeping myself active, trying to eat a bit healthier. It's hard over Christmas and New Year, obviously, but it is what it is. You do eat a bit more, you do drink a little bit more, you do indulge a bit more as well. And I am feeling pretty healthy, pretty good about myself. I'm quite bullish about the next year or so. My head's really clear. I'm really in a good place, very good place with my life. It's just hopefully my work can carry on, and just got to keep myself busy, really. I think that's most people's things for when you are a gambling addict. You want to keep yourself busy, and it is quite a great thing to do. I'm just going to catch up on some of the comments now. That's amazing, Darren. 500 days sober, pat yourself on the back, and 10 months gamble free. That's fantastic. Brilliant, nice comments there. 20 mile London landmarks half. Oh, great stuff. Yeah, I'm doing the Derby 10k, then they'll be doing the Derby Ramathin. I am touring with going into the ballot for the Great North Run again. I'm looking to do the Manchester 10k as well in May. So the Derby half marathon is the best one I do, because obviously I do it in fancy dress. I've chosen a different charity this year. It's the Padley Group in Derby. They support like mental health, homelessness, etc. and stuff and all like that. It'll be the first time I run for a local charity, so looking forward to doing that. Obviously I'll be in fancy dress for that, so I've got to like work out what kind of thing, if you know what I mean, I'm going to do. Hi Joel, yeah, 7 months, 2 days gamble free, brilliant. You keep up the good work as well, fantastic mate, that is brilliant. One of the dress shirts. Carl, mate, don't take the mickey out of my shirts, mate. But yeah, I am quite active with things at the minute, and I'm feeling, like I say, it's nice to get out there and get to the gym and just have a little bit of Andy time, so to speak, and it is really good. Sorry for moving about a bit, I'm cramping up a bit after today's session, so I'm all good. Really, really good. So if there's anything you want to discuss regards responsibility, keep going. That's fine, but it's nice to see people just patting each other on the back, telling each other well done and how they are and stuff. I'm glad there's quite a few people on tonight, and it's great to hear many stories, many familiar faces, 1 or 2 new faces on the vlog as well. It's great to do, really. Sorry, I'm right in the light here, aren't I? I do apologise. But yeah. And I'm bullish about the year. I'm very, very excited about the year. What it brings, I don't know. Just got to live day at a time. Just got to keep cracking on, Obviously, it's a big year for me as well. I'm 40 in November, so... But it is what it is. Age is just a number. I still feel 21 in my heart half the time. And that's the way I am, way I live, so to speak. Kids are doing well. Looking forward to Liam. He's got a cup quarter final in 2 weeks in his under-9 football cup. Massive game. I think I'm more excited than him. But it was great to watch my boys play over the weekend. My younger lad Liam played yesterday, and Liam and Joel, who I don't get to watch as often now, all get happy birthday Chris for last month. I don't get to watch as often. It was nice to go and watch him down the park today. Go and walk down with a cup of coffee, not have to run the line for a change. Too true, Andy, too true. And it was brilliant to do, and brilliant to see, and it's fantastic. What I'm going to do, actually, I'll probably outstaying my welcome now, so I think I'll probably do 30 minutes instead of 45. This is just a bit of a test run, really, more than anything for my vlogs. So I think half an hour is probably enough, if that's okay with you guys. What I will do, I will be doing pre-records, and I'll just be sharing how my life is, and what feelings I've got, and how I am. What I will say to top it all off this, if you are struggling, make sure you talk to somebody. If you've got them urges, tell people how you're feeling. If you're feeling really bad, really down, there is help out there. Feel free to hit me up. Feel free to hit others up. There is GamCare. There is GamHelp, which is a new website. There's also Gordon Moody, Break Even, Bet No More. Plenty of places where you can get help. National Problem Gambling Clinic, Gamblers Anonymous. Hit all these, Google them all up. Read as many stories as you can. and it'll be made as in to see you all keep improving day by day, day at a time. I'm gonna go now. I probably will get an upload on within the next 2 weeks of a pre-recorded vlog. Feel free to comment underneath there, and obviously feel free to hit me up at any time. Thank you for tuning in, guys. It's been a bit more fresher for me. My name is Andy, and I'm a compulsive gambler. Thank you.